Howdy people. Saturday the 28th of June here at 3:30. We've got to leave on the 30th, which is Monday. Check out by 11. Let's go this way. I'm just popping back to the van because I shot a video yesterday which went really well. I interviewed the natural wine producers that are literally at the same addresses as downstairs, which with nonconformity company, exploring all these different business models, testing them and exploring combinations of different models and pricing models, business models with the tools and resources that are available in this day and age. Just to show people lots of examples that then they can come in and then copy them and match them with what they're into. And a really good business model that's been successful with many businesses, like the gin one we used as the example on Dragon's Den. They went onto Dragon's Den and did really well. It's the monthly recurring revenue model, and you join the club and you're in for a monthly delivery of a specific gin bottle with that one. So we combined that with one of our passions and interests of natural wines, and these guys were natural wine producers downstairs. So did a bit of a different video yesterday. Just thought go down and see if they're up for an interview, and they were. So I came back down half an hour later and did it. Prepped a few questions, but didn't want to do it scripted. Just kind of, went with the flow and just tried to let him speak. But yeah, the videos aren't. I've got that video to upload, and the video from the day before still hasn't uploaded. It's just really slow. It was a longer one. It was like 20 minutes because I was quite excited for the first time. So I'm just going to go back to the van and check on it and get the Starlink, beam these videos up to the sky so I can get that one done, the one yesterday, and this one, so we don't get behind. It's just weird. It's Wi-Fi, but it's just, technology is just taking forever. Music going on. Yeah. So yeah, it's been good. It's been a nice amount of time in set. I think it's maybe a month would have been far too long here because it's good, but it's it's just quite busy. But that's what we wanted. Oh, there's the old van. Luckily, it's been safe ever since the first day's horrendous occurrence of coming back after getting here, and a bloody car was in the back of it. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's a nice place. Happy people. Very happy people here. Very friendly. Maybe helps that we have a gorgeous baby. Trobo en français. The neighbour was like, Trobo, Trobo. Said it twice, which means too beautiful. Je prends le français, petit pois. Learning it. Small peas. Yeah, it's been good to just be in a completely different environment, and I feel like we've settled in nicely. Not the easiest of places with 2 flights of stairs, but we can't complain. We wouldn't do that, would we? We wouldn't complain. Certainly can't complain about the heat when we wanted to come away for good weather. So yeah, got to get the van ready. We just started prepping things to leave. This place is about an hour and a half north. Apparently he's got a garden and gives his guests loads of fresh food and things like that. So that'll be nice. Good reviews. The option, it was go to Toulouse to a brand new place with electrical wiring like exposed. No reviews, new listing. They said it was a cheaper price. It wasn't that cheap. This place is slightly cheaper. He's been hosting for 10 years. He's a super host and he's got loads of great reviews. So, and it just looks really nice. We just need to be somewhere for a month just to really, really feel like what it feels like to be just humans again and not having to do. I know we all, life has things and they come up, but we've just had one thing after another of late, as you'll know if you've been watching the videos. We've got the Starlink. Yeah, so I need to get the fridge freezer going and yeah, just to and from some things from the van kind of tonight, and tomorrow, so we can just have a stress-free morning on Monday. And just check it's all locked. Sometimes the side door, yes, locked. Yeah, just have a stress-free. I want to leave it in a good spot. Texting Christoph to thank him for the good place, and his recommendation actually led for areas. Meeting the host here, Christoph, the other night, came to see the van, and yeah, just really got on. And he's like, yeah, stay in touch, and he recommended this area. It's part of a national park, so I think there's trails, lakes, swimming lakes and rivers, and all sorts of things. Oh no. Aye, aye, aye. Here's the Starlink. Beam me up. So yeah, this the natural wines, was looking into it a bit more, and Matt bumped into Pablo again this morning as we were leaving the apartment. He was picking up some wine to deliver to some places, and his wife is also a baker, and his friend was also a baker, and they wanted to maybe go to England and visit some bakeries. So good connections there, and yeah, so we could recommend some places, of course. And yeah, we picked up some really nice supplies from a shop that his friend Alexis recommended, who was there yesterday to help with the filming. Thank you, Alexis. We went there today and picked up some supplies to freeze for that we can take to this place tomorrow. So we've on Monday. So we've got some stuff for at least 2-3 days. Got some bread from the bakery again to take, and yeah, just a few things, just so we can get there and really relax for a time. A few bottles of their natural wine, and but apparently there's markets around there and stuff, and he's growing stuff, so all sounds very good. But he said because we're going to be doing this, it's like a crowdfunding start. We'll start the natural wines business, but we'll need to calculate a number of customers we need before we can place the first order. Bonjour. And it seems, depending on the model that we go for, well, the model is recurring, but I quite like the idea of 2 bottles of natural wine and 2 bags of like really nice crisps per month. So it can be a treat for a group of 3 or 4 of you, or like a double treat, 2 treats throughout the month for 1 or 2 people. So yeah, it might be like 60 quid or something like that. I don't know, I've got to look at the numbers. We've got to include shipping and customs fees. I've been looking into that a little bit. But I asked Pablo what's a good order size. He has no minimum order for the wholesale price, which is great. And very good prices because they're producing and working straight with the farm. So we're going really direct at as much of the food chain as we can for this. So it will give us some nice leeway to offer a really good price to the customers and take into account delivery and courier costs and custom costs and things, because you have to pay some duty as well on alcohol imported, depending on the strength. And yeah, but he said 600 bottles, which weighs 800 kilograms, and that's like a pallet of wine. So if it was 600 bottles that we need for the initial order, then we need 300 customers to place their interest for that by pledging their money. And then they will be then part of that community, and they can then shape the future of that business and be the founding kind of members, which I think a lot of people are into, because I mean, our philosophy with nonconformity company is diversify everything. Diversify your interests, diversify your work, diversify your education, your knowledge, your information, your passions, diversify your finances and investments, diversify your health and your fitness and things for your body, But diversify within health is food and nutrients. So diversifying all of your suppliers, which I talked a lot about in the videos in England, and what we were doing is, rather than trying to support lots of little local or small niche suppliers that focus on one or two good things, because the food system's just been heavily centralized, and that's not good for the customer. Because if you have one or two corporations controlling all of this stuff, they can control all the prices, which we're seeing now. But the more that we can support local, independent businesses to thrive, the better and more competition is around, and the better prices, plus the better quality that the consumer gets. So our philosophy is about diversifying your supplies, so people will get basically an opportunity to be in on this, because there's not going to be millions and millions of bottles. This isn't like a standard wine off the shelf in Sainsbury's or Morrison's or Asda, that there's millions of bottles filled with sulfites and things that aren't good for you. This will be only a limited amount per month. So the founding members, although they're going to have to put the money up and wait there until there's more members, they will be the founding members, and they will then have that spot. And I think maybe we could maybe we limit the numbers anyway, so it is more of a niche club, because we don't want to take too much of the wine, because the way that the natural food suppliers work with the farmers is they don't want to over farm, because they need to look after their vines and their grapes to keep the quality consistent and not overdoing it. So we want to respect that. So that's the business model. It's exciting. I'm like starting to feel back again, starting to get some chance to get back into the work and flow with it. So back at the place, I'll get the Starlink hooked up and get loading the videos. Filmer, oui. Bonjour. Here we are, back at the place. Vous allez le filmer. You are filming, I guess. So last day tomorrow is Sunday, so just got to sort some things out and just have a nice day, I guess, and get up to date with the videos, and just make sure we've got the fridge freeze in place and all of our supplies. I did loads of trips to the van to get things, but thinking about it, they were all like smaller things, so I think it's going to be easier the other way. Alrighty, ciao for now.